What's up, men? As some of us don't know, giving a simple thanks every day can turn negatives in life to positives drastically when consistently practiced throughout our day. Karma flows blissfully when giving thanks at any turn in life. Guys, today we are going to go over the power of giving thanks and how it can change your world and life in an instant. Guys, if you're feeling thankful, leave a like on this video and comment below. Tell the whole world what you're thankful for. Be thankful for what you are aware of around you at all times. Of course shit happens, but the weather is such more beautiful after a storm. Life is more utterly vibrant and blissfully beautiful. Yes, it's very common for us to scold the earth when something bad happens, and yes, it may feel good like it's a mission accomplished when scolding it, because of how worked up you are and the revenge you plotted during that scolding. But if it is done in that type of context, you do get a good relief type of feeling, but it's just an illusion. You get kind of a sugar high from it, but if you're left sitting in that type of way, going about it that way, you eventually start to sink into it like quicksand. And it'll tire you out and leave you kind of in a depressed type of feeling as well. Now try it in this context. Scull the earth as hard as you can, get those feelings out with all of your might. But at the end of it, when you've gotten your fill and you're about to plot your revenge because you think that is what is going to help you move on, sit in those feelings. Sit in it quietly in your head. Before doing anything, acknowledge those feelings. Breathe into your stomach, expand it, then breathe out slowly, unexpand it. Do this until you feel completely calm. Even if you have to resort back to scolding again, punching another hole in that wall, do it. Get those feelings out. This is the point of it. You need to get those feelings out. You need to face them. You need to let it all out. And then get back to the breathing, and then find any way to give thanks. Whether it's giving thanks to God that you're alive at that moment, or thank you for the dilemma that has happened and the lessons you are going to learn from it. And that is the revenge you can plot against whatever you are mad about. Giving thanks to it, then smoothly moving on from it. I find it quite funny after all my years of schooling and learning. After that, I came to myself and realized that I needed to give thanks to everything that's happened in my life, all my failures and blunders, because all those lessons have led me up to where I am today. I'm self-made, I'm happy where I'm at, and it's because of everything that has happened. Thank you. You do not learn anything when it's just success alone. You learn from the failures behind the success that have led you up to that success. And that's why giving thanks to those failures and just about everything that goes about in life that you can find a way to give thanks to just feels so naturally and just flows so nicely. Less rocks are removed, tides are raised up, and you can naturally flow down the river of life and enjoy everything about it. It is preached by our Lord and been told over centuries that giving thanks can in fact be the key to making life so enjoyable. So let's ponder this. You're on your way to work and you rush right out of your house and you get in your car and you take off. All of a sudden, as you're going to the gas station, a car brake checks you. It pisses you right off. Hey, you fucking asshole, let's go! You're holding up my fucking time, let's go! You zoom right past him and you get right into the gas station. You go inside and you pay for your gas and you notice that the clerk has gave you the incorrect amount of change, and before you could say anything, you look down at it, just very pissed off, and look up at her, and then you just walk away because it's just 50 cents and you're like, what a fucking idiot. You fill up and then you're rushing to work. You look at your clock, you obviously have enough time, but for some reason you feel like you're going to be late, so that pisses you off even more. You get to work, your boss asks you to come to his office, and he looks at you and he demands you need to work these extra hours, no exceptions, and if you question my abilities, you're fired. Pisses you off even more, you scream at your boss, you're fired. Now suppose you went about that day a little bit differently. You get outside ready to go to work. It's nice out. You love the weather outside. And you say, wow, it's so beautiful out. Thank you for this. You get in your car, and all of a sudden you're on your way to the gas station, and that guy brake checks you. But you don't react. You immediately stop, and you just sit there and just look around and see what's going on. You notice that the guy has stopped because there is a huge pothole, and there's no safety cone around it. So he stops, so basically no one can hit that pothole and fuck up their tire. So you give thanks for that. You say, wow, thank you for that guy for doing that. That could really mess up my tire. You get to the gas station. You go in and you pay for your gas, and you notice that the cashier has gave you the incorrect amount of change. You look down at it, but you don't get mad about it. You just look at her and be like, oh, you forgot to give me 50 cents. She says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. Oh, we're out of change. Let me fill the change up. She fills the change up and gives you 50 cents, but also gives you a candy bar because she is thankful that you're so patient. Then you say thank you to her. You're on your way to work, and you're not even noticing the time. You glare at it on your car and just notice, oh, I got enough time to do it. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy the drive. Thank you for this nice drive. You get to work and your boss asks you to come to his office. You sit there quietly. You ask him how his day is going. You have a slight smile to you. Just a nice aura going on with you. He says, well, I want to offer you a little bit of overtime today. We need some extra help. I was wondering if you could stay over another extra 4 hours. You sit and think about it and realize, well, I do have extra bills I need to pay and I don't really have much going on today. So yeah, sure. I'd appreciate that. Thank you so much for the extra hours. I actually need it. Your boss loves your enthusiasm and says, all right, sounds great. You know, you've been a great employee. I'm going to really look into getting you that promotion you've been applying for next month, and we'll see if we can't get you into it. You can see the vast difference between giving thanks and not giving thanks throughout your day. And without you even noticing, you going about your day being so sour and not giving thanks affects everyone around you. When you walked out of that gas station being pissed off at the cashier, you didn't happen to notice that when you left, your boss pulled in to get gas as well. When he walked in, the cashier was very pissy with him for no reason, and it really pissed him off. Him being pissed off, he scolded at the cashier, and as he was walking out, he didn't notice the wet sign on the floor that she just mopped, and he slipped, and he fell. Him going to work very pissed off, he gets into work, and he notices he has to have a meeting with you because they're short-staffed. He sees they need extra people for the shift today for extra 4 hours, so he calls you into his office, but he's also very steaming. You're also very steaming as well. When those two worlds collide, just chaos happens. And if you have dealt with hardship in your past, giving thanks to it can evaporate almost those feelings completely. It almost feels like a giant block in the back of your head is just being pulled out. There's just a giant space. Like the feeling is gone. It's lifted out of your head. And you have more space in your head to fill with more positive and more productive thinking. Me dealing with past dramas socially and giving thanks to them helps me every time I think of it. So thank you for my struggles with ADHD. Thank you for the countless hundreds of women that I blew my chance with, didn't want anything to do with me, denied me, anything. Thank you to the countless people that would bully me over the years when I was younger, and the few people that would beat me into a pulp when I was younger as well. Thank you to the shitty bosses I had that always seemed like they had something against me as a person personally, or for whatever reason it was. Rumors, misconceptions, etc. Thank you for all the people that would look at me with their nose stuck up in the air, suffocating themselves with the thought that they're always going to be better to me, even when they're dust. Thank you for the 2 years I basically spent in the hospital when I was very young. That almost made me repeat kindergarten, but it did, in fact, make me repeat first grade. Thank you for the past friends I have lost because of the influence of others, of their judgment towards me, and having those friends believe those judgments. Thank you to my past family traumas. I know we have our traumas, but we always end up finding each other through the power of love. Thank you to the teachers that verbally abused me constantly, and thank you to the friends that I've lost, the good friends that I was an asshole to, treated differently because I was so insecure that I wanted others to like me instead of just them. I apologize, and I thank you so much for the actual true friendship. And just like that, through all that, you can look at yourself and just be so aware and just move on. You see, it's just simple common sense. You give thanks for everything in your life, and everything in your life will return the favor and give thanks right back to you. You attract how you act. Coach Corey Wayne. Guys, if you want to give this channel a big thank you, subscribe below, and share this video to the most negative person you know. I'm about spreading the gift, not just enjoying the gift for myself. Thank you. You guys are going to have an extraordinary day.